With 20 horses and I don't know, would that be like 20 weeks? But like not be like one after the other, like because I was slacking, like I said in my last video. So I'm sorry about that. But that's about 20 weeks of training. That is crazy, guys. So today we are training our beautiful Lipizzander Shadow Hunter. I named him after the show. I don't know why. He doesn't look like scary or anything, but he would look like a horse, like that would like, you know, fool you if ever like he was in like a Shadowhunter episode and he like turned into a demon horse or something. That'd be so cool. Anyway, guys, today we are reading another Reddit, like always, because that's all I have to read in these videos. I say this in every video, but if you guys have a different suggestion of what I should read, or if you want me to do a certain topic that you would love to respond in the comments, let me know so I can do that. Anyway, these are gonna get, I don't know. I asked you guys on Reddit, what is your crazy experience in RP and SSO? Now, my craziest thing was, I was with a friend RPing, right? And we would be wild horses, and you know, in RPs a lot of times people are like, oh, my horse dies. My horse dies of childbirth. My horse, you know, just stuff like that. So I thought, well, let my horse die in this RP, just because I was young, I was dumb, I was like, it's all about me. No, I'm kidding. So what I did was I was like, oh, I fell off the cliff, I broke my leg, and I died 30 minutes later or something like that. Well, I had my friend, and what she would do to ruin the experience for me, she would say, oh, in quotes, heals horse with magic powers. And I'm like, okay, well, if she can do that, I can do that, you know? It's like a thing that 50-50. Because there's no point of her just dying and me staying alive, you know? So I would, so she would do the same thing. She would say, oh, you know, fell off, tripped, died, blah, blah, blah. And when I tried the magic powers, she said, horse cannot be revived. And I would be like, oh my god, you have to be kidding me, right? So, you know, it's one of those things in role plays that can be really annoying when somebody's horse just dies and you can't do anything about it. Like, they make it all about them at that point. And yes, I kind of made the dying about my horse all about me. But I kind of, like, you know, I was like, okay, my horse can get healed. Like, why can't the other player do that? You know what I mean? It can get really annoying, and drama also can start in RPs. That's one of the things. But yeah. Let me read off your guys' answers to this question. If I could turn properly around this barrel, that'd be great. SSO. Let's see. Everyone's slowly ignoring me until I had no choice but to leave, cause then I didn't exist. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That somebody just ignores you in a roleplay, and you can't. They just ignore you the whole roleplay. That's kind of mean. I honestly, that's not nice. You should never do that. If you are role-playing with somebody, you should acknowledge that everyone is in the roleplay, and not just ignore them because either someone has a hatred against one of the players or something, you know? It's like, if you don't want to roleplay with them, or if you have a certain reason of ignoring this player, then just don't roleplay with them, you know? I got married back in the day. It was crazy. At least 20 people showed up. I'm so happy somebody actually went to your wedding, girl. I'm like, that is crazy. Like, and it was a free wedding too, you know? It's a free wedding. You didn't have to pay for anything. No catering, no nothing. And 20 people still showed up to your wedding. That is crazy. I would love to get married in SSO, but I don't have anybody to play SSO that would marry me. So, I'm lonely for life in SSO. When I was like 11, the other person said something like, I'm bathing and you peek through the door. This is a horse game. Oh my god. Jeez, that's a little inappropriate for a kid game. I'm bathing and you peek through the door. Like, whoa. Okay, like, do you have to say I have to peek through the door? Like, Can't I just be like, I'm bathing? I don't know. Is it inappropriate to watch a horse bathe, I guess? Because it's not really inappropriate. Like, if you're a normal human being and you're bathing your horse, there's nothing weird about it. But when you say, I peeked through the door, it makes it sound like the horse is a human, you know? And you're like, you know, it's so dumb. I don't like when people do that, but it's okay. Every time I roleplay with one particular girl, she added her best friend without asking the rest of the group. Then in the RP, she'd at least once get sad, even one time when it was like horse and pasture RP. I think that's what I'm understanding. Is that... Oh, okay. So, I think what she's saying is like, the player would purposely get depressed or something in the roleplay so that everyone feels bad for her. I think is what she's trying to say. And it was like a pasture roleplay, so you're all in a pasture, you're wild horses, and there was just somebody in the roleplay saying, oh, my parents died, oh, I need to be sad, I need people to pay attention to me, you know? Oh my god. I ate eggs like a second ago and I'm spitting it out. Being forced to mate with another horse. Jeez. Some people can get so out of boundaries in this game, it's not even funny. Like, these horses are not meant to mate. Like, there's no breeding in this game. Like, at all. You cannot breed in this game. And I'm kind of glad, actually, you can't breed in this game, like, with other players, because, not saying, like, SSO would ever add that. It'd be kind of cool if, you know, if you, like some Roblox games, like, if you took one person's horse and then your horse and you mated, but there was no, like, weird animation or anything. There was just, like, a bunch of hearts or something, you know? Like, and the horses were just standing and, you know, you got a foal or something, right? But, when people physically do the mating animation with each other, or, like, people force it on other people, it's not right. It makes people really uncomfortable, for one thing. It makes me uncomfortable when somebody, like, even, like, if someone's not purposely doing it, and someone accidentally rears and my horse, like, is glitched inside another horse, like, and they rear accidentally, I get even uncomfortable with that. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm like, oh my god. And honestly, I think they're doing it, but they're not, you know? Someone doing... I think they're trying to say crap or something, but I can't... Anyway, someone doing SH in a RP, their character also was an alcoholic? What the what? Okay, that's kind of messed up. Like, for one thing, there's no alcohol in this game, for one thing. Why would you ever say that your character was an alcoholic? And also, if a little girl or something is, like, scarred from alcohol in their family or something, and you come and you're like, hey, my character's an alcoholic. I'm gonna do this and this to you or something, you know? Ugh, God. Okay. Wild roleplay turned RP turned... Okay. It turned a little dirty. For context, wild horses got caught by riders and the riders went camping. Alone. In a tent. Okay. The only thing I would say, I hope you guys were on a Discord call or something and that happened, because oh my god. I'm just saying this now, leave that group and leave that call and never ever go back on that call, ever. Because you don't know what you're going to experience in that call, if it was a call, if it wasn't. But also, like, the chat, I can imagine the chat's gonna be even worse. Okay. I'm not a fan of role plays. That's what simulation games are for me. That's true. But some few years back, when I only been on SSO for a year, or maybe it was 2 years, some of my friends wanted to do a wild role. We stated our horses' genders back before SSO had the gender choice, and then they tried to. They tried to mate with each other. Oh my god. I felt very uncomfortable and lied, saying my mom was calling me down to dinner. I still shiver just thinking about it. Ugh. Girl, I get that. Like, the whole mating thing in this game is like, it can be a little, like, it's not a thing you should ever think about in a game, especially a kid game. Because this is a kid game. It's not a game that says 18 plus or anything and there's sexual content. It's actually a kid game with kids in it that doesn't include any of that stuff in it, for one thing. And people are physically trying to make people think that there is, you know? Or making people see that there is, or like, not that there is, but they're trying to work their way around something that isn't even included in the game, you know? It's like, it's kind of stupid. And to like relate to that, well, not relate, but like with the cussing and stuff, people will get a loophole where they will cuss in the game, and it's really messed up. Like, people would say the F word, like they would try their everything to say a cuss word in the game. Excuse me, sorry, I just coughed in my own spit. But it's messed up how people will find loopholes just to make the game non-enjoyable for other players, and it's just messed up. And I hope that some of those people got banned from either cussing or anything, got reported because they were, you know, doing the deed or something in the game, which is not allowed, for one thing, because you know, it doesn't say, it's not like a GTA or like Red Dead where it says, oh, 18 plus, like, make sure if you're not 18 you don't play this, there's violence, you know? Okay, so I read mostly all of them, but there's this really, really long one. So, oh shoot, let me, we're gonna have to read this one in chunks because, this one might go into detail. I will try to see if, like, I could try to race with this. I'm not sure. Let me go to Moreland here. I'll start reading it. I usually feel uncomfy role-playing in SSO because part of me sometimes has hard to understand that is just a silly role-play in a horse game and what can happen, but I guess I don't know, like chatting white people, lol. Oh, however, I once role-played with some people. Oh, she was trying to say with, not white. I'm sorry. With some people from club I was in at the time. We were wild horses trying to escape from Steve's farm, LMAO. I was so confused because one or two of the players, we were 4 players total, just ran away and typed random letters in the chat. I ran after them and we basically galloped around the windmill a few times before we gone to find everyone again. So we continued to roleplay, and then 2 of the players said they were going to the Blueberry Sky, and that was one, and that no one was gonna miss them. Then we all gone to Hollow Woods, and one of the players' horses started flirting with my horse in the roleplay. I felt so uncomfortable, and I wondered how the fripp she managed to type what she said, and that's why I never roleplay again. Oh my goodness, girl, I am so sorry you had to go through that. But like, going back to like the death thing, like, really, like, your horses can't die in this game, for one thing. And when you make it all about you, about your horse dying, and then you're like, oh yeah, you know, my horse died, he went to heaven, you know, all of that. It's like, okay, well, that's confusing, you know, because, like, now we're down a player, like, why the heck did you want to play in the roleplay, for one thing, if your horse was just gonna pass away, you know, it's messed up. And also, you know, it's like, with the whole flirting thing, there's some context that just gets past SSO in a way. Like, people will say a certain thing that means, like, really deep. Like, you read it and you're like, okay, obviously you didn't mean it in a soft tone, or you didn't mean it in this kind of tone, you meant it in this tone, you know? So, it can be, I don't know, people. And then also, I do not like it when people, I'm not trying to like downsize the noobs or anything, but there are some new players, like young players, that will want to roleplay, right? But at the same time, they will make it all about them when you really, you know, want to, like, do, I don't know where I'm getting at with that. But I don't know. It's just, oh my god. Role-playing, I don't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Because wild role-plays especially, I'm done with those. Because every time I either get bullied, sometimes I'll get bullied in those things. Because I think, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, like, there's drama in the roleplay, too, of, like, oh, yeah, I fell in love with this horse, and then, oh, wait, her friend's so cute, I'm gonna fall in love with her horse now. I was in a roleplay like that once with one of my friends, and I'm like, this is so stupid. And then, later on, that drama from that roleplay just began to escalate into personal matters, meaning she would take it so personal. So, like, I would be, like, playing with one of them, and the other one would not be on, which was fine. I wasn't, like, saying, oh, yeah, we can't play with her, because I don't want to play with her or anything. I was just like, okay, well, I'll play with whoever's online. Like, don't take it personal if I'm playing with the other one. If you want to join, go ahead, you know? So, it gets so personal in a way where I would be, you know, training with them, or like, you know, doing whatever with them, or clubbing with them if we were in the club together. And one would log on and say, oh, hey guys, what's up, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, hey, what's up? And then they would be like, hey, can I talk to you? And I'm like, yeah, of course, what's up? And they would totally, like, BS the other person saying, well, I just think this person's stealing you from me. And I'm like, what? So it was like a kind of a thing where it was like, okay, well, you belong with me and he doesn't, you know? I had that so much drama in a friend group like that I stopped talking to both of them. I talked to one of them a while back, but I still don't talk to them to this day. They don't really, I don't know. Like, I have this thing where I have IRL best friends, and they will be my best friends for life. And there are SSO friends that I don't talk to at all. I've had them through the years, but if we, like, break up as friends, I never talk to them again. There's really no point to, because drama just starts again of what led up to us, like, not being friends anymore, you know? It's just so annoying. So, like, if you want to be my friend on SSO, that's totally fine, but I do not do drama. Drama is not a thing I do. And when drama starts escalating in this game, or even in real life, I do not deal with it. And even, like, some friends that I had in school or in middle school that had drama, I'm not friends with those people anymore, because they are the same person as they were when I left, you know? So, it's just, it can be so super annoying when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, alright, let's level up my horse. But yeah, guys, sorry, this is kind of a shorter training video, but I hope you liked it. And yeah, I'll be on for next Sunday. Bye, guys.